to my channel. So today I'm wearing my counselor hat. I wanted to talk a little bit about some budget friendly office ideas for new school counselors. So just to give you a little brief history on me, I finished my master's in school counseling from Liberty University December 13th, and I got a job and started my job January 27th of 2020. And then coronavirus happened and we were out of school by March 13th. Great. So in that time, though, I was able to set up my offices. So I am an itinerant counselor, which basically means I'm part-time at 2 different schools. And so I had two different offices. And the thing about my offices is I wanted to make sure that they were very friendly places for the kids that I serve to come in and see me and feel comfortable. Because the counselor that was there before me, while I was able to shadow her for 3 weeks, she had kind of bare minimum things in her office. She's an amazing person. She had an amazing bubbly personality, but her offices were a little bit bare, which is understandable for a first-time counselor. But for me, personally, I had been purchasing some things all year, knowing that I was going to get a job, not knowing where the job was going to be, but I had been purchasing some things and I already had a color scheme in mind and I had already had all these things in mind. So today I want to share with you some tips that I kind of set forth for myself as I was purchasing for my offices. So stay tuned. If I am looking down in this video, it is because I do have a full-length script written out because I don't want to miss anything. I want to make sure that I give you guys everything that I could possibly give you in order to help you with this new journey. Now, please be mindful that a lot of things are going to change due to coronavirus this year. If we end up going back to school at all, I am not sure. My school district at this time has not said anything about what is going to happen. So here we go. The tip number 1 is, I would say, is to evaluate your space. The first thing you want to know is, how big is my office going to be, or how small is my office going to be? Can I bring things into my office? Is there another counselor that I'm sharing the office with? These are all very, 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 very important things that you need to know the answers to. So you want to first evaluate your space and see what you can do and what you cannot do. Tip number 2 is to choose a color scheme. So my color scheme for my 3-day-a-week office is navy and blush, and the color scheme for my 2-day-a-week office is mint and navy. Navy was a common color for me this year because when I was in the stores and I was finding things, I saw a lot of navy everything. So I wanted to make sure that I incorporated navy into my office. So I want you to know, though, that you do not have to choose a color scheme. For me, it just made things a little bit more easier. I knew that if it didn't fit my color scheme, I wasn't going to pick it up. So that made things a lot more easier for me. Tip number 3 is to purchase things as you need them. I cannot stress this enough. As a new counselor, as a first-time counselor, you want to pick up every single thing that you see other more experienced counselors have, and it just is not a logical thing. You want to grow as you go. You want to know the needs of your students, the needs of your school. Again, you want to know that space evaluation piece. And so you just kind of want to grow as you go. Me personally, I jumped the gun and I had 2 fully, completely decorated offices by the end of February. And then at March 13th, as I said to you before, we were out of school for coronavirus. Granted, that's never happened in life before. However, be prepared for everything and grow as you go, and grow slow as you go. Tip number 4 goes right with number 3, and it's just live in your space a little bit, again, so that you know what you need for your space. Because like for me, my location was everything. At one of my schools, I was located in the middle of the 5th grade hallway. And so when the kids went for their bathroom breaks, when they went to lunch, when they went to recess, I was right there. And I would get knocks on my door and everybody was coming in. Like I would have 10 or 15 kids in my little tiny office at a time. But it was amazing because they loved coming into my office. They loved to go through all of my manipulatives and all of the different things that I had in my office. But what we have going on now, I'm going to have to take a lot of that stuff out because I don't want to have so many touch points. So you just want to definitely consider that we are in a different time, something new for every single one of us. Tip number 5 is definitely going to be to shop thrifted items. Go to the Facebook Marketplace, go to eBay, go to different thrift stores, go in your house and find things that you're not using and utilize them. I found, I think, like 6 teddy bears that I had from when I was younger, and I put those in my offices and the kids still love them. So just go in your house, find things that you can find, and then go for thrifted items before you go and spend any massive, large amount of money on any items that you're going to put in your office. Tip number 6 is to personalize your space. Even the smallest, crampedest of spaces need a little personalization. Bring you into your space. Me personally, I am very vibrant and I love my volleyball players. I love them like they were my own children. People ask me all the time, do you have kids? Yes, I have like 50 of them. I love my kids. And so in my offices are pictures of my volleyball players, but I definitely like to make sure that I have personalized things that represent me and who I am in my life. And finally, girl, get you a label maker. If you don't get anything else, if you get nothing else, get a label maker. Because it will make your life so much easier. And if you get the label maker that prints on the clear paper, you don't have these big obnoxious white labels all over your room. You have things labeled nicely, or you can, create your own labels. You don't have to purchase a label maker, but it made my life a heck of a lot easier and it made it quicker, and I didn't have to try and personalize all these labels for my office. Lifesaver. Thank you, God, for the label maker. So finally, for this video, I just want to share with you a couple of the places that I got things that were not thrifted in my office. Five Below was my best friend, but Five Below, Amazon, the Dollar Tree, and Walmart were the only places, well, Michael's, but I only bought 2 items from Michael's, 3 items. Just gonna keep counting, huh, Gabby? Sorry. I bought 3 items from Michael's. 2 of them were the same item, and I just purchased it twice because I needed it for both offices. And I will show you that. It's a cart, and it is a 3-tiered cart, and it is the bomb.com. Honey, I will put it right here. It is the most amazing cart, and it was only $29.99. Get you one, because when you're on the go, moving from class to class, and you've got 3 classes in a day, and you need to have your supplies and that sort of thing, which is going to be a different thing for us this year because the kids will have to have their own supplies. But I digress. Get you one of these cards. But aside from that, like Michael's, Amazon, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Five Below. That's it. Aside from that, I hope that you like this video. I will include pictures of my office. And I just hope that this year brings you so much light and so much love, and you're able to spread that wonderful spirit of yours to the children that you interact with. I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.